So, welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero, and we are back here on our friend Belle, or Sister Belle. I wish I had finished stuff to work on. Should I find some time to meet up with the police officer? Let's do it tomorrow. We are doing that. The next day, Vice Ferry said we saw the police officer handing out questionnaires near the metro station. Let's find them. I'm sorry. Said I'm not the best in pronouncing the names. And I want to show you something really fast. I was working on our agents and I equipped them with some nice stuff here. He got a little bit different. And I'm really happy with that. I was looking on what is the best stuff for that, so I was making that. There they are.
Criminal cases have been rampant lately. To raise safety awareness among citizens, Janus Quarter Public Security has launched the Safety Awareness Month campaign. We'll be holding a seminar at the Lumina branch soon. Please come and join us if you have time.
A public security event? Oh, how nostalgic. I participated in such an event years ago, you see. It was somewhat reminiscent of a coffee tasting event. I even had the chance to offer everyone present some freshly ground coffee, albeit it wasn't a top-shelf roast. Oh, it's a shame public security's facilities now smell of air fresheners everywhere. No longer suitable places for enjoying coffee while freely conversing.
What do you mean?
Of course, while fine wines develop into richer experiences with time, other worthy items can go bad. Oh, I'm talking of coffee beans. So, to prevent the coffee beans at my shop from facing a sorrowful fate, I have to go grind them properly. I'm afraid I can't make the event. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Enzo, according to our data, you're running a remodeling shop on 6th Street. Would you be interested in attending the seminar?
Well, hey, it's not often I get invited out by two young ladies, so I'd love to join you. Unfortunately, my second aunt's grandfather's son's cousin is getting married that day. I can't miss such an important family event.
Huh, I understand. In that case, I hope your relative has a great wedding.
Oh, I have a customer coming soon to collect his car. I better get back to it.
Okay.
Good morning, Zhu Yuan, Qingyi.
Good morning, Wise. Belle.
Here are our questionnaires. We've decided to attend the seminar.
Wonderful. If it weren't for you two, we wouldn't have recruited a single participant yet.
Qingyi, that's blunt.
So what? It's the truth. Besides, it's not like they're strangers, right?
Yeah, right. But how come nobody on 6th Street wants to go to the seminar? Everyone here is usually pretty welcoming.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Now that you mention it, there is something I'd like to ask you. Some of the residents on 6th Street only registered their names, but didn't fill in their addresses. Do you know where they live?
Oh, let me see. Asha, General Chop. Spike should be one of our members, an older gentleman. We know all these people.
How about we help you take the questionnaires to them?
That's a good idea. 6th Street doesn't usually have much interaction with public security, so if they see officers handing stuff out all of a sudden, they might be wary and refuse. If it's a neighbor who brings them the questionnaire, maybe they'll be more open to it.
Oh, we wouldn't want to trouble you.
No worries. It's no big deal.
Zhu Yuan, since they're willing, we should let them help.
Okay, thank you, really. Let's split up and meet back here later then.
I have to find Ash, General Chop, and Spike. Okay, we will find that. Okay, she has something more. It's not really interesting right now. But I was always hopes that I can talk them into helping me on the store. I have no idea how to mix that. You can get more promoter. Ah, there's the first one. Spike should live here. Try the doorbell. Ding. Darn shell stopper. It never ends. I have said this time and again. I got no teeth, so I don't need electric toothbrushes. No, actual, I'm... What? Not the toothbrush? Well then, you got no hair, and I don't need your damn gluing iron. Spike, we are the manager from the random play. Oh, the video store. One moment. Door finally opens. Hey, he has hair. Has he tears? I can really see that. Oh, both of you came. How many videotapes I have forgotten to return this time? Sorry, my memory is short and old. No, we are actually here for something else. Could you take please a look? Oh, now the unsettling face that bringer lady, isn't it? Sorry, my eyesight is not what it used to be. Can't read out clearly. Could Younger read it for me? Tell Spike about the public security event. For the sake of the urban security, the security of our residents, sound lovely. If they really cared about the residents, they wouldn't chasing around after proxies. In the end, all the benefit just for tops. Thank you for both for bringing surveillance over, but you can see the legs of mine aren't stable. I don't really want to wander off the... Could you please tell the officer? I would take him myself when I get a hug from both of them. Yeah, I would definitely track them. Okay, the next one is Esha. Ah, that is store manager here. Hello, you two. Been a while since you both are arcade together. I have played some matches. Not today, Esha. We are here for something else. Could you take a look at the surveilling? Oh, the research new movie gender to stock in store. It's actually public security suffering. Don't tell me the guys are busted by public security and now they are doing community service. You are selling pirated video games and burning illegal discs, or what happens to the base trust between people? Just kidding. There are just many server resident on 6th Street and siblings give us something mysterious vibe. I wonder being surprised if I found a day where you are number most wanted on the public security most wanted list. Thank you for your approach. I see you are helping out an officer, you know. Well, long as you are okay, what's matter? Actually, last time I was at the Lumita squad, I saw public had set up promo booths. I heard that the day of the lecture, a lot of media outlet will be towning considering interviews. It seemed like public security is really putting a lot of effort into the exchange program. It might be worth check out, you think? Exchange program? That may be the case for the regular civilian like you and me, but for some people it could be something entirely different. Nothing. Just mumbling to myself. Anyway, thanks for bringing the surveillance over, but unfortunately I really don't have time in the afternoon. Please pass that to the officer. I can't understand Spike is old, doesn't want to travel too far, but I didn't expect someone usually so open and helping out like Esha to shut down. General Chop is the only one left. Okay, look Wise, General's back. Let's talk to him. Come on, please.
Hello, Wise. Bell? Some customers mentioned you were looking for me. I understand you're helping those 2 officers from public security hand out questionnaires?
So, you already know.
One of the perks of running a store on the street is being well informed. Anyway, please tell the officers I have other things to tend to that day.
I knew it. I had a feeling General Chop would say no before we even got here. And after I told Zhu Yuan and Qingyi we could help.
Oh, have other people said no too?
Yeah. Asha, Spike. Oh, and I think Tin Master and Enzo said no this morning too.
Is there something going on?
It's no big secret, it's just some of us older residents on 6th Street know some things you're not aware of. Do you 2 know who the guy on the questionnaire cover is?
Isn't that Inspector Bringer? I heard he came up with the event.
Then have either of you heard of the Hollow Hero from the Eridu period?
So, you're saying Inspector Bringer was the Hollow Hero?
That's right. Before the fall of the old capital, Bringer happened to be the commanding officer in my precinct. After being promoted from the front line, despite being an inspector, he still got involved at the ground level and interacted with the residents, so they regarded him highly. Then, he went missing in a hollow during a rescue mission. But just when everyone thought he was done for, he miraculously made it back out. Just like that, he became known as the Hollow Hero. He was then transferred to the HQ in Janus Quarter and quickly advanced to the ranks over the years.
That's a pretty inspiring story.
It used to be, but these days, people say the Hollows have drained the Hollow Hero of all his courage. Now, Bringer presents himself as a hard worker, but we older residents can see through it. He's just putting on an act in front of the cameras. What's more, in recent years, he's clearly been cozying up to Tops. He's implemented a number of measures under the guise of benefiting the public, but it's those big corporations that benefit in the end. He's aiming for commander of Janus Quarter in the upcoming municipal election, launching a safety campaign right now, even putting his own image on the questionnaire. His motives are pretty clear, don't you think?
It seems like Inspector Bringer is using public resources for his own gain.
Exactly. Holding the seminar is a good thing, but I can't go knowing what Bringer is up to.
Thanks for telling us all this, General Chop.
I'm just sorry I can't be of help this time around.
Well, we visited all the neighbors. It might be awkward, but it's probably time we go back and tell Zhu Yuan and Qingyi the news.
Yeah, that will be a hard discussion. They will be really sad.
We've gone up and down 6th Street, but we haven't even gotten 10 people to register for the seminar.
We've done our best. Let's get a drink and take a break.
Hey, easy for you to say, but the conference hall we're in can fit 300 people, you know? As things stand, it'll be more than half empty.
Inspector Bringer must have chosen this area because there's a lot of residents nearby, thinking it'd be easier to find people to participate. Shame many of them are from his previous precinct. A lot of them have complaints about him. I was just wondering why you're in such low spirits today, when I've never seen you discouraged by difficult tasks before. But then I remembered. The inspector saved your life once. Not being able to accomplish what we'd hoped, on top of seeing him come under fire. It must make you feel even worse.
If Bringer hadn't rescued me in that hollow back then, I wouldn't even be here, let alone be a public security officer. I understand he's no longer the hero he used to be, but can someone who gave up his anti-corruption gear to a child be such a bad guy? Sure, he's had some dealings with Tops, but it's inevitable, especially when many of our devices are jointly developed with Tops. And besides, doesn't he always say he lacks sufficient authority to make changes? If he gets elected, maybe he might be able to turn public opinion around.
Worshipping an undeserving deity is sycophancy. Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
What?
It means when someone flatters undeserving people, it's considered an act of sycophancy. If one should stand up for what is right but remains indifferent, it shows that person is a coward. As public security officers, we need to be clear about what we should and shouldn't do. There may be many different ways to interpret Inspector Bringer's actions, but only he knows whether he has a clear conscience. If his deeds were pure, even if he's misunderstood for the time being, things will work out in the end.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on, someone's coming.
Sorry, are we interrupting you two?
Oh, we were just chatting. Did you go talk to the residents?
We gave them the questionnaire, but they all happened to be busy on that day. Sorry for not being very helpful.
Oh, it's okay. We're just grateful you tried it all. We're almost done with distributing the questionnaires here too. Then Qingyi and I will be heading back to the office.
Wait a minute! Officers! Oh, good. You didn't go.
What happens? Come on.
General Chop, did you run all the way here? Why?
It's hard to explain, but just now, there was a crime committed over there, and it's at a stalemate. Please, officers, you have to go take a look.
A crime? Let's go check out the scene.
Great. Please, follow me.
Wise, let's go see what's going on.
Yes, we will do that. Run! Do it. Ah, damn it. The wall is in the way. Can you please do something? Hello, you two. All took place just a head ago. You know there would be making onlookers already. What happens with the truck in case actually connecting to the Pegasus location truck? But how exactly I can't really say. Anyway, you two can just check by let's.
If you say there's officers nearby, then let them come and weigh in. I mean, what possible argument could there be? They were caught in the act.
Sir, caught in the act doesn't seem fair. It's similar to seeing only foam on a cup of barley latte and declaring it isn't coffee.
Calm down now, gentlemen. We're public security officers. What's going on here?
Officers, you're finally here. It's like this. I'm Gale. I'm a driver for Pegasus Logistics. I was making a delivery in the neighborhood. I'd finished the delivery and was calling the next client when I heard a suspicious thud from the back of my truck. Startled by the noise, I quickly rushed over, only to find all my ducks flying and running out of the cargo compartment. A flustered Bang Boo was caught at the scene of the crime. This is that very Bang Boo.
Didn't do anything. Give me a chance.
Look, Wise, isn't that Bang Boo give change from the 141 convenience store?
Officers, I saw the whole thing. There was no one around when it happened except this Bang Boo. I'm sure it opened my cargo compartment. Those ducks inside are a new specially bred variety. They're worth a fortune. Losing just one or two of them will cost me more than a month's salary.
I've taken your statement, sir. Bang Boo, do you have anything to add?
My name is Gift Chance. I work. My head was spinning when I was walking past just now. I stopped to take a break. Suddenly I heard a loud noise and then the door was open and the ducks
what do you
flew.
mean the door was open? I know you opened the door and let all the ducks out!
Sir, if I might say, I think you're being too harsh on Give Change. Officers, as Give Change's neighbor, I must say something on their behalf. I know them well, and I'm sure they wouldn't do anything like this.
Then tell me, why was my cargo compartment open despite being locked? Officers, there's been tons of Bang Boo committed crimes in the city lately. You gotta help me find evidence linking this Bang Boo to the crime, so we can hold it accountable for my losses.
This isn't just about Give Change's reputation, officers. They could lose their job. You simply must uncover the truth and prove Give Change's innocence.
Somewhere not far away from
The
the
only
crowd.
time I've seen Tin Master this agitated is when I asked for instant coffee.
By the way, Tin Master and Mr. Mole are the same voice actor. Okay, now you can go to some weird can tip on Reddit. A connection between them two, and that Mole is still alive and he is the Tin Master and waiting for his revenge on the Soldier 11 and the proxies.
I don't think Give Change is the culprit, Belle. We've dealt with a Bang Boo at the convenience store quite a bit, and they've always been honest.
But Give Change was the only one there when the driver realized what had happened. So it's hard to explain. Look, people are leaving. Have Zhu Yuan and Qingyi resolved the incident? Let's go see what's going on.
Hi, Belle. Hi, Wise.
We overheard what happened earlier. Does the crowd leaving mean everything has been resolved?
Not yet, unfortunately. We discussed the situation and managed to calm everyone down.
Might I ask what the situation is now?
We took a look around the truck, and we didn't find anything suspicious, other than the traces left by the escaped ducks. There are no security cameras in the area, so all that's left to be checked is the Bang Boo's visual record and the truck's anti-theft system. And to review both of those, professional technicians are needed, so we don't have an immediate conclusion.
If Fairy were to help, she'd be able to see Give Change's visual recording. But unfortunately, I can't do anything in front of public security.
Anyway, that'll take at least 2 or 3 days. Both the driver and Give Change will have their daily routine disrupted somewhat during this time. After we explained the situation, the driver said his main concern is the whereabouts of the cargo. As long as he can deliver the shipment on time today, he's willing to reconcile. So, Tin Master and some other residents of 6th Street went to look for the ducks.
In that case, Wise, let's hurry up and go help too.
We'll accompany you as well.
Do officers in the Criminal Investigation Department look for things too?
Cases like this would normally be assigned to junior
Ah,
officers,
guck, like happy
but
as she
handing
is.
the task over would take time, and we don't want the residents to think public security is evading responsibility. And there's something suspicious about this incident, so Qingyi and I decided to look for other clues while searching for the ducks.
Zhu Yuan, Qingyi. Thank you. Then let's get going. We're pretty good at finding things, right, bro?
Wise, can you talk? Got something to say, can be heard. Could say that. When comes to find things on 6th Street, we have got very resort little helper. You know what I'm saying. Yup, very good, able to pinpoint exactly where the ducks are hiding. We already asked her to mark any suspicion nearly. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, we need to check out a few places since then. I go with Qingyi and you team up with... Okay. I said mark. You think there may be ducks behind the door? And can definitely hear ducks squeaking coming from the door. We are miles away from here. How did you know the place? Are you talking about instinct? Sounds like something Queen Jean would say. The name of the store is Togo. Oh, that is Endor Short. Doesn't look. What is that sound? Is there any accident at the inn, sir? Let's take a look. Oh, what happens here? Really gave me a fright. The public, can you please tell what happens here? I don't have a clue. I really don't know. It suddenly happens fast. Wise, Mr. Public Security allowed me to explain. Miss Menga is a customer of mine, and she's here to get her vehicle repaired. When I saw able to leave, the car suddenly turned and rammed the baboon. Impossible. I record really slow when I drove out the parking earlier, and I hold steering the but just went out of control for some reason. Mr. Please believe me, I absolutely not breaking the law. I can arrest to that. It's directly a little bit off just now. I will take it immediately. Belongs to you? Don't worry about it. A friend of mine left this year. Should be fine. Probably just a plug error to interrupt. Almost forgot you to know things about this too. Alright. Let's have the bamboo. Nice. And he's repaired again. Not long. What happened just now? You were in a car accident. I remember now. I went grabbing tools. Then a large white-green metal box suddenly took turn. It seems that it really is a vehicle malfunction accident, what she and Mr. said. Why, thanks for fixing the little guy for me, but I still take a little more time to find out what is wrong with the car. Oh, right, I saw you around my store earlier. Where you are looking for me? I think the duck ran in. I see, I opened the door. Oh, that is really inside. It's great, I found one now. Thank you for helping. Wise, I heard about the insane giving a change to involve in. Should help out too, but sometimes it's strange about Mr. Magazines and she's very accident, so I have to help her first. Do what you need to first. I leave it to you for now. I will come help out after I'm done here. We got one. I think something was shaking inside the drinking box. Just crumbling the ball of paper. Look at. Just can see out the words. My life is growing duller by the day. Now do I realize how stupid I was before and how much I left down. Forgive me. I'm coming back to me, okay? Just by the condition of the paper right now, you have pretty good idea how the reputation responds. Depending on the strategy, not using, holding on, regarding, helping out, taking response to their own action signs, becoming a public secure. I witnessed many times I count. There are some more words on the back. Yeah. I swear I completely forgot about Melon, Senna, Alexa and Shia Julia because my true love. It's the person who wrote the letter really apologize. Why do they feel like good, at least not tragic anymore? Correct. As you may be. The best practice is not smoothing into other people's private affairs. We should get to your own business. I think we will make that on the next part. But it's really nice. Maybe Belle could not be concentrate when she's there. Would be the better option with us walking with her. And maybe she get a little bit information out of the friend. And she can have a nice chat. And with that, I thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!